All right, hello. I'm today gonna show you my beautiful build that I made for Sophia and Gavin's wedding spot. So I'm literally just gonna tell you what's happening as I watch this myself. Okay, so we start off kind of mid build because I fucked up and forgot to film the first part, but we basically have an empty box. As you can see, I have a round turret. Uh, I kind of had the feeling I wanted to make a chapel that's like stony and kind of very mildly castle inspired. And I wanted the turret to have the bathrooms in the second floor. That was an idea. I did not realize how glitched the whole build would be with the round wall. Um, so yeah, this is where I want it to be, like the kind of the chapel. So I put in some, what's it called? Colored glass, painted glass? No, shit. Why do I not remember? Anyway, like beautiful big windows at the back of the room. And this I'm just testing how it looks. Then I had the idea of having kind of a balcony from the upstairs to the chapel. So in theory, I know none of the guests will actually do it, but they could um, follow what's going on from the upstairs balcony. In theory, purely in theory, because in real life that would be really fun to have in a wedding venue. Then I chose the flooring, which is I thought bottom floor it should be stone, right? Like that sounds right. Then I put some fancy vampire wood flooring upstairs, and it keeps glitching in the turret because of the round walls, so that's fun. I got frustrated and started doing something else, I think. Uh, oh yeah, I colored the ceiling, which I usually don't bother doing because I never see that when I play. And it's not like I used it. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Here's some of the glitching. Then I deleted it and decided to do a rectangular turret. Um, we had some OBS issues there too. Yeah, I think it actually looks kind of better too. Like it has kind of, I don't know, a spooky vibe with the rectangular turret. Um, I'm really sad that there wasn't any stone stuff that would, because there was no stone. What's it called? To place at the corners of the building. So I just used one of the wooden ones. It looks kind of weird, but it's fine. Um, yeah, here I make the bathroom doors line up. Uh, uh, what do I do next? Oh yeah, I do some testing. I put the same flooring in the bathroom, but kitchen got linoleum and some dark wood uh, paneling. Honestly, I had some issues making this just because I, I kept wanting to play the actual challenge, but I can't play the challenge before I have a wedding venue since I have to do the. I think the wedding might happen next time, so tune in for that. Uh, Here I had some issues with the chairs in the chapel. I just didn't know how to locate them or what I wanted to do with them exactly. So I kept rearranging them. I think I end up, yeah, yeah, yeah. I make some small rooms so I can move them a bit easier. in groups, but I actually ended up liking the how the fencing looked around them, so I kept some of that. And then I wanted the. I actually didn't play test this, so we'll see how well this works. But yeah, I placed the wedding arch on like a kind of a think of a raised altar. This is very churchy looking, honestly, but I think that goes well with the kind of gothic vibe that Sophia kind of is supposed to have. I don't think I've done that very well in the game, but it's fine. It's fine. Uh, do I move on? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I decided to make this small room a closet space and added one of those closets for the possible woohoo spot because I like having those in event spaces. Uh, I used some mismatched. I mean, these are both vampire doors, but I wanted to use the different door for the side entrance. Then I had a fun glitch. I think you can maybe see where the mat is like floating, but it's not floating. It was really funny. Uh, the rug was really fucked. I ended up not even using it, but it was interesting to say at least. Um, oh yeah, I actually ended up having some issues with the uh, chandeliers as well. So that's wow. I had a lot of issues here. I don't really even know why. It wasn't a difficult build to make, so kind of doesn't make sense, but it was okay. Then I decided to put some art on the back wall. I went with not that, but these vampire ones. I don't think I put the Lord and Lady anywhere actually. Uh, this is where the chapel is starting to get like really. It's shaping up to look how it's supposed to. Columns. Stone columns. That's the word. God damn. That was very random for this spot. But yeah, I put some columns and then I put this just random space here. I don't think I ended up doing anything with it. I just wanted there to be like a roof for the altar for some reason. I thought it looked nice. I could have put some like decoration on top though, for sure. Um, I mean, this is gonna be on the gallery. I mean, by the time I'm publishing this definitely is on the gallery. Um, so you can place some decorations up there if you want to. If you want to use this for some reason. Yeah, it does add some statues. Thought because it was just there was such a big empty space. I wanted to just stick something pretty there, so statues of ladies. That's always a good option. And then I ended up. I think this is where I start adding some flowers in, right? Yeah. This was kind of a random choice, but I thought it looked nice behind the chairs, because otherwise it would have just been a really weird gap. So then I decided to make this kind of a like a cozier area, because originally I was just gonna make it like a cold entrance space, um, but didn't really work as that. So I kind of warmed it up with a fireplace, and it's like super because I want the actual wedding for Sophia and Gavin to be outdoors, like the celebration. But just in case it's cold or raining or something, I think there has to be an indoor option. So I made this kind of like a shittier celebration space. Um, there's a table for the cake and stuff, and Well, there's only one table, but honestly, how many people is Sophia gonna invite? Who does Sophia know? I added some cracks in the wall too, to kind of make this place look older, like it's been renovated for this use, but it hasn't been renovated that well. So like those curtains up there are actually there just to hide some cracks in the wall, some structural damage. Don't worry, I'm sure nothing's gonna crumble on top of you. Just come hang out. Uh, I added. This is like a kind of a weird sitting space with the old timey radio. Um, but I thought I wanted just a nice space where they could maybe dance and stuff. This is where I changed the rug, and I wanted it to be like a bit more neat looking, more intentional looking. But I kept that one corner kind of. It's like been thrown together. Just someone got some old timey stuff and threw it there too, because to fill the space, which is actually what I did. So it's realistic. Um. Oh yeah, I've had to look for that small menu thing for so long. It was ridiculous. Um. uh, It's supposed to. I'm thinking it like in the fiction of the game. It says what's being what they have, what they're offering that night. Then there's the kitchen. I used the old timey stuff. But I'm I'm not planning on using this kitchen. Yeah, like I'm gonna hire a caterer. So uh, yeah, I used those candles a lot in this build. I actually like that lamp a lot. Then there's the bathroom. I actually like the bathroom more than I thought. Not as like it's not pretty, but I liked making it. I like thought about it a surprising amount. So I added a toddler potty, just in case, and then I added a random bucket. Yes, interior design. I know. Uh, there's some dust there too. It's like kind of not well kept, not well cleaned. This is the upstairs balcony. At first, I was thinking of a sofa, but uh, didn't really work in the space. Um, so we just have these two armchairs, um, which is kind of bad. There's not really as many places to nap as I'd like there to be, because weddings are long and someone always gets tired. But this is not really the space for that. This is more like to hang out. I added a champagne bucket. Maybe the um, newlyweds can come hang out here when they want to have some privacy. Um, oh yeah, here's the trouble with the chandelier. It was easy to resolve it. I just put it on the lower. Yeah, I tried to like add some room so it could the flooring would support it to be on this higher level, but it didn't work. So I just raised it up from the lower floor. But that means that when I'm on the lower floor, I can still see one of the chandeliers, which is kind of annoying, but it is what it is. This room I kind of had like intentionally messy. There's the sofa, or I don't think that's called a sofa. But like one of those weird lounging things, literally just for napping, because I wanted there to be like a good nap space. And then there were some barrels, just some shitty storage area. This is where I realized that I didn't have a foundation at all. I end up messing with that a lot, or it felt like a lot. because I made this terrace area, and then I realized that I actually wanted to have like a bit more dimension to the ground. I didn't want to have a flat ground, and I wanted to have another like terrace level. So do I mess with that right now? Yeah, this is where I start that. So I wanted to raise the ground a bit, and then I end up raising up the foundation more, and then I add the second terrace uh, in a minute. I redid the front staircase several times. Um, okay, here I add the second terrace. That's nice. Uh, I'm not super good at dealing with the ground level stuff. So I do actually think it still looks a bit messy at the end. But I'm still glad I did it. Like, I will never learn unless I actually try to do it, right? Um, yeah, I try to have the whole, like, that whole area erased, but I decided against it later. Um, I should try to do a bit more like interesting ground stuff. Uh, it does work, I think, better on larger lots. The lot size here is not huge, so there wasn't a lot of space to like smooth things out. And I didn't really feel like doing a very steep uh ground level change. So, eh. I decided to add a wall. Um, again for kind of to be more private. I know it's not actually gonna stop any random sims from coming in, but um, we can pretend, right? We can pretend. Mm, I try to. I would like to have like sections of the wall without the um plant life, but that didn't really. There wasn't a matching color, so didn't do that. Also, I didn't find a. There are no gates that are the correct width. Like they're all either too wide or 4 wide, and I needed something that's like 3 wide. So I ended up doing this. Again, I didn't play this yet, so this might not actually work. But I mean, I don't see why not. It's an arch. You can walk under it, right? And there is a back gate, so they can still get in. It's just gonna be funny if they end up getting in through the back door or back gate. I decided to make an area that's covered, mainly because I didn't want the. I wanted to have some music outdoors, and I didn't want the music player to break. I think I went with a gramophone. There's a piano as well. Um, and I keep messing with it because I decided I wanted to have a glass roof, but I couldn't really make it work without the weird like room trimming that I didn't get without the gate, but not gate, the like very low fence. But I think it ended up looking okay. Honestly, it's there for function, and it's there so I can add the stone columns. So I get the function I wanted. It's all good. Um, yeah, here's the piano forte that I have there. Um, I don't know if Sophia actually has the cash to employ like a piano player and a mixologist and a cook. We'll see. We added some tables, obviously, for the guests to eat at. Um, yeah, this is gonna be an expensive wedding. I mean, weddings are expensive, so of course. But I think the in the gameplay we're gonna be just painting for the next couple days. Um, which is good because then I can kind of get through those days fast. Um, I really want to get the wedding in on the next episode. So I literally got this build done like an hour ago. So I have not played. I don't know what's gonna happen on the next session of the actual game. I wanted some stone ruins there, but with the ground level shit, it kept floating. It was so I'm frustrated just looking at it. It ends up fine. I flattened out that section of the ground, but it was a it was bothersome, let's say. This is where I start doing the uh, planting some plants. Yeah, I did mostly red and white flowers. I think that's fitting. And here we're gonna skip ahead, I think. Oh, we didn't. I don't. Huh. Whatever. Yeah, we have a big rose bush and some red flowers. I think that's nice. It's kind of romantic. Um, some added some rocks. I usually forget to do landscaping, or it's not my strength. But I think this one was perfectly fine. uh, my landscaping is often just adding the woohoo bush, for extra bathroom space. Um, but yeah, I wanted this section to look kind of wild, like whoever takes care of this space can't really get in between the wall and the ruin, so they just leave it overgrown. Then I had this like kind of flower bench. I think that was nice. Um, like a more official place to plant flowers. Uh, I get rid of those pretty quickly, and I actually think I leveled this right. Yeah, add a statue that always works. And some poorly maintained parts. Yeah, this is where I get annoyed with the um bumpiness of the front area. So I just leveled it out. Um, it was too annoying for the two bushes to be on different levels for me. Like annoying. Um, did I include an indoor garbage bin? I think the one in the corner there might be the only garbage bin we have. Whoops. Um, that's fine. We're probably gonna end up using this space just the one time, so it's okay. Maybe I'll renovate this to be something else later, just because. It's a bit silly, but yeah. I mean, I do like the basic, like the shell of this is nice, and I don't think I did a bad job, but I also don't think I did a great job. So I haven't been building as much lately. Then again, like I had trouble finding the motivation. I was really close to just uploading a wedding venue from the gallery, but I decided against it. I wanted to make my own vending space. Uh, yeah, this is where I do that. I thought it's nice to have like a good path, but it's not paved on it. Oh, did I pave it? No, I didn't pave it. I just like a kind of a muddy path, I guess. Then I was struggling with what to put here. Why is this place so prepared? Why is it so like? Why does it have the stone flooring and stuff? So I just added it. I thought it looks nice, right? It's fine. It's okay. Ah, the struggle, the struggle. Um, Outdoor lighting. This is the last step, right? Yeah. Um, this is also like I never know where to put outdoor lighting. I like these ones, but it's really hard. Like it was one section too short, so I ended up not using it. You'd have to like really use those when you're building the area to make it work, but it's fine. I don't need it. This is where I realized that we need a table here too to like drag the cake to and stuff. Okay, so here's the finished space in daylight. Um, I think the back looks kind of nice with the large windows to the chapel. The side looks terrible. The front looks nice. I like the lantern tree. I use it every now and then, mainly in spaces like this. The outdoors is supposed to be the main space. I think the main patio area is nice, very function forward, though. Could be more pretty. Let's not lie to ourselves. The small, like, lower space here, I think it's a lot prettier, but there's not much to do. And then there's this small space under the lantern tree, which is kind of cute and romantic. Cellar is empty. Yeah, so I like how the entrance area turned out functionally. It's a bit disoriented, like not cohesive, but the chapel area is nice. I think it's probably the best of this whole build. It's kind of cohesive. It's pretty. It should be functional. We'll see. We'll see when we try to actually get married here. Um, I do really like the altar being so separated from the rest of the space. The upstairs, very functional, and that's it. Like kitchen, bathrooms, that's the whole point of it. Honestly, the balcony even is kind of frivolous. I didn't need to do that, but I think it's cute. I think it's a nice idea. Um, Again, the up above the altar, there could be more decoration, but actually, it's not that necessary. And I'm so glad I got this done because now I can actually get on with my fucking life and go play the actual challenge. Oh my god, I've been waiting for that for a week. Oh, I'm so glad it's over. Damn. But here's the space. I named it Stone Chapel. Um, you can find it in my gallery. It's under the name CursedMistake, I think. Damn, did I add some dashes on there? I literally don't remember. I hope not. Thanks for watching. Um, this was my first build video. I had a lot of issues with OBS doing this, so that's fun. But it was still a nice build to make. And again, feel free to use it, feel free to renovate it, feel free to tell me that it's terrible in the comments. And I'll see you hopefully in the next challenge episode. Bye.